Okay. Okay, guys. We're okay, guys. We're okay. Huh. We're okay. Some spammer got through my do not disturb. That was wild. Man, it's really, really a special gift they have for bothering people. Jets. Love the hats. Don't be a hater all your life. What are we doing here? They have some fun new toys, wide receiver. They have a wicked defensive line. I think you probably have to shore up. They get some good pieces on the offense. I think I give them. They could take the awesome edge rusher. I think they could take the like one of these baller tackles and kick somebody into guard. They could take Caleb Farley about here. I don't think he gets much farther than this. I wonder if that's what I did. That's a tough call. You have one of my favorite pass rushers, Aziz from Georgia. You have Caleb Farley, my original favorite number one cornerback from tape and early this year. Nobody mentioned that I wanted that other guy or bust at the end of last season. And then you've got the tackles that are both just unbelievable values at the bottom of the first, in my opinion. This is such a fun, strong, big man class. I feel like last year was pretty good too. 3 years ago, people were like, oh, there's not enough big boy talent. There's not enough big guys coming out to fill all the NFL rosters. And now, it feels like there's just, lots of big guys coming through and holding it down. I mean, look, Vera Tucker is no joke. Collins and Rousseau are here. Who do the New York Giants take? They've got the awesome coach from the Niners I love, which makes me feel like maybe he leans defense. But then again, if your strongest suit is defense, you can make, something together, throw it together in the kitchen, and maybe, you shore up and like bolster the offensive side, and you can do what you got to do with the back. I think first year head coach, new organization, new regime, new quarterback. They got the brand new quarterback, and they're going to take Dylan Redunez to protect him. Yeah, that's the pick. That's it. And the Pittsburgh mother and Steelers. What do we do with them? They need offensive line too, and it's just really not even close. They're getting Telvin Jenkins. I think I messed that last pick up. I don't think I took 2 tackles before. Jacksonville Jaguars. They're going to keep it rolling. What do we got? They're going to take probably best player available here. They have a lot of picks, a lot of holes to fill, a lot of stuff happening. Actually, do they have a splurge pick here? I know we've got our quarterback. We're not drafting a tight end. We don't take a tackle because they all just fell away. Oh, Vera Tucker is super tempting, actually. Oh, man. Or do they take somebody else for that defense? I think he's actually... Aziz is staying down in that zone, and that's where he's going. Oh, and that's crushing to Cleveland. They would have loved to have him coming off the edge. Man, this is falling funny, isn't it? Am I just too close to the situation, y'all? How's this looking to y'all? Maybe we go back and take a look in a second, see if we survived it. I'd love to have that other one back just to take a look at it. D-line and edge for me is the Brownies' bread and butter. They actually have a decent amount of picks in this draft, and I feel like they could hit every level of their secondary, of their defense, in the first 3 or 4 rounds and just be really, really effing solid. Nick Bolton, Xavier Collins, or Rousseau would be super fun up in Cleveland. I feel like a Rousseau would be killer up there. But we're going to take this board the way that it is, and I'm going to give them Jalen Phillips. He's too similar for me to Myles Garrett, but if I had 11 Myles Garretts, I would play them all at the same time. So no problem there. Baltimore Ravens. Now, I noticed this 3 rounds in, but I'm going to share it now on this one. The Ravens, every single pick they have, they're in a funny spot, and I don't absolutely love the choices after the first round. So they're one of those mover and shakers. They're always making stupid great trades where you're like, how did you talk them into that? Who's blowing who? What's happening? But they get that from Newsom, and that's that GM that shaves his head, lives right across the golf course from Harbaugh. That dude is low-key a super badass. So I can't give you the name because I'm not that smart. But Google the front office GM for the Ravens, and that dude's freaking smart, and he knows how to build a freaking team, just like Ozzie Newsome did. Total badasses. Love the Ravens. Big trust. Let's go. Anyway, we're going to give them a wide receiver just because, for God's sakes, get them a receiver. You know what I mean? Like, what, what in the world? And I honestly, Elijah Moore is probably like secretly one of my favorite players. He's kind of like, your Cole Beasley or whatever, right? Like your badass clutch number 2, number 3 slot guy, kind of, in my opinion. But Terrence Marshall Jr. is the big dog on campus, played last year like a boss, and showed out. Showed that, he was every bit grown enough to fill Chase's shoes, so to speak, for a team that got absolutely decimated by the draft last year. So he's my big dog, and there's a lot of great players on the board at this point. But more. There's some good ones, but that's our guy for sure. We're taking big dog, and that's it. Saints. So this is what you like to see. This is so funny. I got to go back and see how hammered I was. I know. Did I give them maybe the number 1 ranked safety with both of these freaking cornerbacks sitting right here? Man, I mean, they've got to take Farley or Asante Samuel Jr. I mean, Samuel Jr. might be one of those low-key, like, top 5 cornerback rookies next year. Like, I think he's going to be freaking good. And, like, the Saints are so loaded on the team, they could take a risk on Farley, maybe. And Morig would just be insane back there on that defense. Who did they lose? That's what I'm trying to think. I'm trying to figure out who did they lose that hurts. I mean, if you put Farley or Asante on the other side with Lattimore, that's pretty deadly. I don't feel like you can go wrong with that. This is tough. I would take Morig to the Saints. I would take Elijah Moore. They lost Emmanuel Sanders, and they are going to need somebody to shore up, who the hell is going to play quarterback for the Saints next year. They're going to need all the targets they can get. I have to do it. That's so silly and weird to me, but I'm doing it. They're going to take the wide receiver, and that's what they're going to take. The defense is very strong as it is. They do need an interior bolstering, in my opinion. And some underrated need would be the interior defensive line that they don't have here. But I'm taking offense because I think without Drew Brees, that is the smart way to build forward. And we'll see how the rest of the board falls. This is so weird. Why are Caleb Farley and Samuels Jr. on the board? I don't know. We literally are 3 picks from the end of the first. This is the draft, people. This is the NFL. Shit gets weird. Packers are going to take one of them for sure. We're going to give them Caleb Farley. And he's not going to be hurt ever again. And he's going to be just an uneffing believable talent for the Green Bay Packers. I swear they pick a cornerback or 2 every year, and they're all freaking good. So that may be the steal of the draft right there. I don't know if cold weather is really good for the back, though. Maybe you pick a Florida team if you got back problems. That's where everybody moves to in the country once they have back problems. Hashtag old people. Hashtag there's no COVID. Buffalo Bills are pretty free to do what they want to do. What did I do with the Bills? I really love the Bills to take a frivolous pick here. Zaven Collins, man, that's a Buffalo Bill, right? You know what I'm saying? Zaven Collins getting out there, getting crazy. I think maybe did they lose or not re-sign one of their good linebackers? And some position flex on the D-line and the linebacking group. I like Collins. It's crazy for him to be down here for me. I think he's a total badass and a stud and is going to just show out. I like him to the Bills. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to relax. I don't ever use PFF because I can't ever figure out how to see the frickin' picks I've made. You got to scroll through and stuff. It's insane. But also, I just don't feel like I can see the board that great, right? When I use some of the others, I love that I can see where we've been, where we're headed, what I've got on my board almost all at the same time. I would say that's a huge, huge thing for me. But we're gonna fight through this. Now, this is a place, right, where Morig can go, Samuel Jr., underrated pick. It could kind of go a lot of ways, but this is something, Kansas City in the Super Bowl, absolutely gutted from the inside out with the line. And they're going to take an underranked badass tackle here in Elijah Vera Tucker, in my opinion, as well. The Bucks, what are we doing? Bucky Bucks, TB12, Tampa Bay Bucks. It's real. I loved seeing Brady act like he wasn't already on the dark side. Come on, bro. Let's go. D-line and safety. So they're going to take Moreg, right? Is that what I did? That's what I'm doing. I mean, he's ranked 17 on this board. If that's their board, there's no more waiting. I mean, do they need some pieces? Yeah. And do I think that I would really like... Oh, wait a second. They're actually drafting Gregory Rousseau. Okay. I don't know if he's a bust or not, guys. I don't like to talk bad about people, right? I like to talk good about good players and great about great players and, lose my mind over unreal, exquisite talent, that I see. I don't like to talk crap about guys, right? 1 year, he's super stretchy and lanky, Stretch Armstrong, scares the shit out of me. That is the story of Taco Charlton. I've read it. It sucks. The ending sucks, okay? But some of that was mindset and character, and I'm not going to put that on some other dude, okay? Miami University with the bling bling and the turnover dance is fun as crap. They've been cranking out very solid talent, in my opinion, on the defensive side for some years. Maybe not elite, but damn good players and hard workers. And I think Rousseau could be freaky. I'll tell you, if we didn't already have Randy Gregory on the Cowboys, I would want Rousseau in a heartbeat at 44. So this is a great need for the Bucks. They need to keep everybody that insane pass rush, to allow those insane linebackers and that insane secondary to rock and roll and, get the ball back to the offense to rock and roll and do their thing. That's a disgusting repeat situation going down there. Antonio Brown doesn't play for them next year for $1 million even. He's even crazier and dumber than I already thought he was. So there's that. Jacksonville Jaguars. They got a lot of freedom. What I tell you, dude, they got a lot of draft picks. Urban Meyer's in there, just like shooting them down like ducks. Just bang, 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 bang. What's the best pick here, though? Did we took protection? We took a tackle, right? See, this is where it gets annoying. PFF, come on, help me out. Oh, we took an edge. We did take an edge. That was a mistake. I didn't realize the picks were so close together. So we took an edge. Do we have? Oh, yeah. Okay. Who do we like? We like Longhorns. They have 9 players, I think. Let's go. UT, baby. Hook them. I hope this next regime can push them even farther up the ladder, right? They just don't belong with an Alabama or an Ohio State or Burroughs LSU type situation over the last decade. Mac Brown, it's just embarrassing. The fact that Big 12 basketball is awesome and elite and better now, and the football programs are all still struggling. It is much more even competition. Some of the lesser schools and groups have really raised their game and raised the bar, but some of our top dogs are just not showing out, and it sucks that A&M left, but I respect it and I understand it. They still belong in the Big 12 if you watch them in the SEC, but that's another show entirely. I like a tackle, right? What are we going to do? We're going to trust the board. Alex Leatherwood would be my pick for pedigree and talent and stuff, right? And I have a bad taste in my mouth from the round over selection of Connor Williams, right? And sticking an understrength, very agile, great size tackle into a guard telephone booth. It was a terrible, terrible match, in my opinion. Less strength and long arms do not help you in the trench. That's not how it works. He would have been much better at tackle, and I would have already traded him on his high season. I love the kid to death, Connor Williams, local kid. God bless him, but that's not where he belongs and is not shining the way he could be as a backup potential starting maybe right tackle in the NFL for me. But anyway, that's also not the Jaguars' problem. They're going to take the best safety again. The 17th ranked player on this board. They could take a Nick Bolton. I wish I knew their roster a little better. It's been so destroyed and decimated over the last 3 years. It went from the Ramsey, Mack, Campbell, insane defense and stuff to just ragged mess, They had kind of good receivers with what's his name at quarterback and then Menshaw. It was just, and now it's just all a mess. I'm going to give him Samuel Cosme, I think. He's the highest ranked, so it's fine. But maybe that safety has sat there long enough. First pick in the second round, the first safety comes off the board. Is that reasonable and realistic? I like them to take a running back. Maybe they take the best running back off the board. What do we think about that? Let's go. Longhorn Nation, baby. New York Jets. What have we done here? This is the guys we took: the quarterback, we took the tackle and or guard. We need, who do we need? They're going to take Asante Samuels. That's a great fit. I like that a lot. Quarterback, tackle, cornerback. That's a precision draft going down right there. Where have the Falcons been? All right. Atlanta Falcons, pick 35. They took Kyle Pitts. Incredible. And now they have got to do defense, and they are starting right up front. Man, I swear that safety hanging up there is just messing me up so bad. Carlos Basham Jr. is an absolute badass and a dog. And I just don't remember giving him to the Atlanta Falcons. I hate the Falcons. Love Home Depot. Love Georgia. Love the players. Love the team. Don't like Arthur Banks, whatever his name is. He's like a crappy Walmart version of Jerry Jones. They're a mess too, right? All the talent in the world, all the resources and money, happiness should be able to buy, or should be able to buy happiness. Why can't they put it together? It's because they have a terrible front office that sticks their nose where it doesn't belong, and they have a terrible leadership top down, which means they can't put badass coaches and badass leadership in the positions that need to be there to execute as a franchise. But what the hell do I know? They were in the Super Bowl 2 or 3 years ago. What am I? 28-3, I guess. Dolphins. See, they could splurge on a player like this. Just don't like this. I don't feel like I can see everything I'd like to. Did we decide to skip out on a tackle for them? Because that's what it is, right? That's the pick. What do we got? Jamar Chase, Kwity Paye, big bad new tackle. Bang, bang, bang. Philadelphia Eagles need a shiny new running back. Just kidding. They do, but what do they need? They need probably Nick Bolton is the baller pick for them, right? They need, golly, that's tough, right? Rondale Moore, Nick Bolton, Kadarius Toney. I'd take any of them here as the Eagles and be very happy. I really think they need to learn how to create and use their running back stable as well. They've had some great picks and some great guys sitting there. But I saw that did they re-sign Josh Howard, who they drafted and gave away after 1 year of awesome production. That was so strange. And then I see all these messages, and it's like, he's old. How old is he? I'm going to have to go back and check, because pretty sure he was a total badass on that team and was pretty good with the Bears. I don't know why he hadn't put it all together. For some reason, isn't being used right, or isn't a good dude, or something weird about that, because I loved him coming out, and then he's never become that staple back. And I think it's poor environment. I don't think he's in the right situation from an organizational standpoint. Philly's kind of all new too, though. What are they doing? They need... Yeah, we're taking Nick Bolton. You get a wide receiver a little later. Nick Bolton's unbelievable, total badass, and can help be the center key leader moving forward. On a I don't know if rebuilding and just a rejuvenated defense, right? They have a lot of old pieces, and they're kind of fleshing them out slowly but surely from the Super Bowl squad, and that's how you do that. Cincinnati Bengals. Okay. What did we get them? We got them a tackle, and then is this their very next pick? So we're going to get them Yeah, I don't think there's any question there. We need to do some defensive rebuilding. But I mean, you take one of the top tackles in the game, now you can take one of the top toys in the game. Kadarius Toney, be an absolute cut up machine, right? Get you that little Amari Cooper, Randall Cobb kind of a vibe out there. Can play out, can play in. You got your big man Tiggins, and those two together, that works. Got rid of AJ Green, I think, and can't remember who else is out there. There's somebody, they got another burner or something, right? Who's their guy that it was kind of when AJ was hurt and before last year, he was kind of there. Only Tyler Boyd, I guess, right? And he's awesome. So now you've got a full fleet of Lambos for Joe Burrows to drive up and down the field. I dig it. Panthers, same kind of situation. Do we want a playmaker? I think that we do. Unless we already did that. Do we take... Oh, yeah, we got Jalen Waddle. So what do we do now? Kind of did offense. I guess we kind of need to do defense, but what do we do? They got Chen out there. Love him to death. Do you put another defensive piece out there that's not a big man? I mean, they invested all their picks in defense. They got a good running back. Oh, that's it. There it is. I need these to be smaller. I need to see like the next 20, 30 picks, man. I feel like I'm pigeonholing myself with this best player available bull crap. That's not real. Pat Freiermuth is the pick. Second only to Kyle Pitts in this draft, apparently. You should see him on Madden. He's doing big things. Shout out to Bengal. I think he won a Super Bowl with the Cowboys with Pat Freiermuth. Back to the Broncos. If I'm babbling, y'all just let me know, huh? QB, tackle. So what did we do? We're keeping Drew Lock. We picked up a tackle. What kind of... Oh, yeah, Jabril Cox is good. What did I do here? Don't really need a wide receiver as much as people act like they would. They have three badass, right? They got, who is it, Patrick or whatever? Oh, that's who I'm missing, right? Patrick balled out. The kid from SMU that Jason Garrett was in love with is Cortland Sutton. Insane mini Megatron. It will be back this season, fully healthy, we all hope. And then Jerry Jeudy. So they're good to go. We're not drafting a wide receiver. I would consider trading this pick or something and taking somebody's good backup quarterback. We're probably going to pull a quarterback out for them in a little bit. What do we do here, guys? I think, do we have a good, maybe another safety? Who's the other safety playing up there with Simmons? This board is so frustrating being this small amount of vision because, like, yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm going to give him Ronnie Perkins just because it's the most value in the position I feel like they need to be at. Or do we do Jabril Cox? Cox would be cool. We could do Cox. We could do Mo Reg, and they can play him as a hybrid safety linebacker. He's so vicious up on the line. He plays so much bigger than he even is, and he's a pretty big boy. And apparently a really great singer. Was he the guy that was like a musician or some crap when he won his... That was so funny. I just was in love with him at the beginning of this process. Just an insane, like, valedictorian type guy and person, which is just like super, super amazing, an achiever, right? Somebody who really, really is going to excel anywhere you put them, anywhere you go. That could be fun. Maybe I don't dig down here and take a defensive line. You're just having to dig so much. We're going to fix this board. Moreg is going as a hybrid linebacker, and him and Simmons are going to terrorize people. Okay, Drew Lock can't get it done. He's not going to have to. We're going to rebuild the defense from the back forward. He's going to have 5 minutes to throw. Denver's coming back with this new general manager right now. And the Lions, right? A lot of needs, but they're all there. They're all available for him. I can't remember. I feel like I really stacked their defense. I just get that feeling, right, from Campbell. Is that his name? The knee biter. He's gonna make this a tough place to go play in the winter. You know what I'm saying? The Bears come. They don't want to go to Detroit. Green Bay. They don't want to go to Detroit. Anybody, right, from down south, California, they don't want to come see the Lions, right? Don't come and talk shit to Goff, because the defense will eat your lunch and send you home to mama. What do we like here? Moore has started to fall. That's a really good wide receiver. I just don't know. We only have a linebacker to show of this whole draft right now. So we really need to make sure it comes to us, right? You have the picks, but, it's a long draft. And I feel like they need a running back. I think they re-signed Abdullah or Edgeler, whatever his name is. So maybe they're good, but they need some skill positions badly, and they need to I would just stack that defense. We're going to wait. I think I took a great edge player with them in a pick or two. Is there an all-star linebacker out here? Yeah, dude. No, we got linebackers. Sorry. Cornerback, safety. Take a safety this early for them. I think there's way more value. We can take Ronnie Perkins. I like Landon Dickerson. That would be a baller pick. Their kind of guy. I say maybe Diami Brown or Rondell Moore would be pretty clutch. I'm going to take top player on the board, even though... Did I go back drunk and watch Jamar Johnson and really love him? Alim McNeil would be a steal here. Oh, maybe that's your dog for the Lions. Man, he would be a boss for them up the middle, and then you get an edge rusher and a after two. They have got to have. Who did they bring? They lost all the wide receivers, and then who did they bring in to replace them? I don't know that they have really. I'm gonna take the wide receiver. It's just got to happen right now. We'll keep it rolling. Sorry, guys. Giants, tackle, guard, edge. And I took, none of those in the first round? What did we end up doing there? Took a skill player. Nice. How very Jerry Jones of me. Not Yacht Jerry Jones. Yacht Jerry Jones is a dog. If they're not on the yacht this year, I'm concerned. I really am. Giants take, Landon Dickerson. Ronnie Perkins. I feel like they should take the edge player. What do y'all think about that? Ooh, McNeil. Jackson Carman. That's a tough call, dude. That offensive line. But the D-line was vicious last year. Did they lose some of those people, or they bring in most of them back? Now I can't remember. I'm trying to think through free agency. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. Weird. What do we like, guys? Saquon's back. The offense is super stacked. Defense is not bad. A couple missing pieces. They need a cornerback. They need maybe a linebacker. Maybe a defensive. The defensive line is at least 3 out of 4 stacked. I think we're gonna take Landon Dickerson. Jason Garrett knows how the Cowboys were built to succeed under his belt, and I feel okay with that. I feel like he's a stand-up guy, and somebody kicks out to guard and dominates, for the next 5-10 years. I don't see any issue there. That's what we're doing. San Fran, here we go. So they're going to take what do we do? We got, they already had a couple picks. What do we get? Quarterback. And that's it. Oh, geez. Okay. They have a great team, though. What are we missing? Like a cornerback, maybe a safety. I think I might take the first running back off the board, which is crazy, kind of, but not really. It's better than anything else really here for them. I would like an Elijah Molden. Feels like a pick for them, right? He can play slot. He can play safety. That's a pretty baller pick right here. I just don't know a ton about Jamar Johnson, so that's tough for me. Always, you can't have enough edge rushers. They could use another wide receiver. Could even add more firepower to that D-line. I think Elijah Molden is a San Francisco pick all the way. This is such a weird board. I just don't understand. I must have just been like super fast picking like their position of needs up higher. Just don't feel like some of these people were falling like this. It's very strange. So the Cowboys, it's like there's more players sitting and available than there were. Maybe did they like change the freaking rankings maybe? Is that what's going on? I mean, they updated them that much in the last like 2 days? Like, what the hell is going on? I'm going to do this and nobody's going to like it, but I'm actually double dipping at cornerback, and I'm doing it in an obnoxious way apparently on their board, because Eric Stokes, go watch him. He's not the most technical, skilled, like trained, disciplined player in DB that you've ever seen. He is so effing fast. He teleports across the screen. If you're watching it on a lower frame per second, laptop, computer, gaming tablet, he teleports like Nightcrawler. Poof, he's there in the middle of shit. It's unreal. And this is my draft, so we're having fun with it. Cowboys are drafting the way I want to draft. Let's go. Yacht Jerry Jones at yachtjerryjones.com/awesome. Jax is back on the board. Like I said, they got a lot of firepower up high, a lot of top picks. I mean, what is this? They got basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks in the top 100 almost. So they could be moving around. It'd be interesting to see what's his name? Upstanding sleazeball. I don't like to talk bad about people. I don't know. He could be a great dude. Bad shit seems to follow him through these organizations. I heard he was retiring, 5 years ago, right? Before he took because was he the Florida guy? We're talking about Urban Meyer, right? Phenom at the collegiate level, legend, I would say. But lots of weird, shady dirt seems to kind of pop up after he's been through town. So very interesting. But anyway, he was going to retire, right, to spend more time with the family and stuff. And then he took the, biggest and most important job in the world at the Ohio State. So just kind of interesting, right? Anyway, let's go. Jack's got a lot of picks. I'm super over it. We're going to take the first running back off the board, actually, and that's going to be a monster pick from Clemson right there. They need, a little bit of everything. So you got to have some dynamic running backs and things to grind and open up everything else. A lot of people think you don't need them. You do. They're actually on the field almost every snap. So a little important. Patriots, what are they doing? I like them to take, this is the sleeper, right? This is the kind of stuff, the De'Ami Brown. I know you don't know who that is, but you should. Top 5, maybe, wide receiver of this class. Super, super underrated and under-acknowledged in this process for me. Los Angeles, we got him. Lineman. Do we take another lineman or we take somebody fun? They need a corner. Who's the best corners? Yeah, I like that. Javon Holland. Aaron Robinson I really like too. Ardarius Washington I love. Cisco. He's my guy. What are we doing here? I don't really see any super high offensive linemen, guard types. So we're going to wait on that, even though they could get an Eckenberg or somebody. Did we take a guard or a tackle? We took a tackle, right? I know we did, right? Yeah, we got Darisaw, beast. So we're going to take somebody fun. We're going to take somebody that's going to be making plays all over the field. He'd be like slot or a big, burly outside guy, and he can play some hybrid everything. I think we really missed out not getting to watch this kid play and mature last year, but with Derwin James, I think that can be something. It is weird they have him listed as a cornerback. I don't know if that's really messing up my vibe here a little bit, but I'm okay with it. Anybody else I like better for them? I just got to get Ronnie Perkins to a badass team. The Chargers really should take McNeil, right? Did they lose or potentially aren't going to re-sign not Melvin Ingram. What the hell is his name? The monster in the middle, man. Big money. I don't know. Yeah, that's the pick. Interior D-line, underrated need to keep that dominant defensive play style rolling. Raiders, we could just give them. Are they trying to redo their whole? We didn't give them a tackle yet or a guard, so I guess they have to do something with that offensive line. They've done a lot of movement in free agency, so that's that pick. And then the Cardinals, we gave them. Did they not have a first-round pick or something? Is that what Hopkins came from? No, they got their corner. Did I draft 2 corners for them? Am I an idiot? What's happening? Okay. It's their second pick. Totally cool. We got the cornerback. We could take D-line. I'd love a Ronnie Perkins here. Yeah. I like that. I think that works just great. Peyton Turner. Oh, that's it. There's your pick. Joseph Asai. Absolute badass. He will go higher than this, I would think. He is insane. Strong enough to play up on the line very well. Fast enough to play out anywhere in space that you might like him to be. It's so funny. I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember if the Cardinals do like a 4-3-3-4. I have a huge movement right now that I'd actually like for no one to say 4-3 or 3-4 ever again. Just put the 11 best players out there and scheme them up to have success. It's so silly to me. But I get it. You got to have X's and O's, and that he's above my head. But I think Asai will ball out there. Especially, did they get rid of their like insane number 6 draft pick or some crap because he was lazy? That was a weird story that I kind of glossed over. But we all thought he was a freak coming out of Clemson. What's his Isaiah? I can't remember. But oh my gosh, he just looked unreal out there, just beasting people. And then he didn't really have a place, didn't really get played last year. And I thought, man, year 2, this guy's going to explode off the field. But apparently they're having some issues and maybe a little falling out. So that could be an absolute score of a pickup from somebody out there. Or maybe he never balls out again. Very strange. You never know. These kids are young, man. Super tough environment. Really underappreciated, I think, in some aspects of what they have to do to put on a show every Sunday. All right, back to my Miami Dolphins. Tank for Tua. The rise continues. Defense is dominant. Did we get him help? Is that what we did, right? We got Jamar Chase. We got Alex Leatherwood, tackle out of Alabama, so we can do whatever we want. What do we want to do? I think we give them some more defense. I wanted to give them an edge rusher, and it looks like an edge rusher is still sitting here. Yeah, I'm 100% good with that. Oklahoma puts out some solid players. You should check Perkins out. Underrated. Again, underrated. A lot of these guys, you just don't hear about people outside of the like big fancy names that they put out on TV. There's so much talent. We really need to get an XFL, that isn't full of burnouts from Canada or whatever. Football team's got a lot of positions, but they're a solid team. That defense is built. I like them to take a Jabril Cox, a Richie Grant. Those are hardcore, excellent guys. What do we do here? They need a wide receiver. I feel like they filled the wide receiver position. They got Mac Jones somehow. Is this only their second pick? Sorry, guys, I'm really starting to drag here, aren't I? Yeah, so we need to just start knocking these out. They're good at wide receiver, tight end, and quarterback, in my opinion. Do we take a tackle? I just think, yeah. Liam Eichenberg to the Washington football team as the new left tackle. Bang, bang. That's it. Chicago Bears have been really pieced apart on defense by the salary cap, apparently. And just you can only hold it together for so long, and they couldn't hit it on offense. What do we do for them? I don't even know. I almost don't even care. Isn't that sad? Chicago, get your shit together. Traded away their entire years of equity for freaking Mitch Trubinsky. I still want a paternity test on that guy. I think he's Romo's bastard son. Aren't they weirdly similar? Little beady Bradford eyes. Very interesting. I love you, Tony. Rip. Love you so much. My life could be so different if someone hadn't asked our starting franchise quarterback to hold the kicks on special teams. Bill Parcells was always an asshole and an asshat. I don't care if he won with New York or not. Guy was an asshole. So we took a big-time wide receiver who hopefully is better than, what's his name? Kevin Bacon? Kevin Love, something terrible. Gosh, that guy just could never put it together. But I feel like we really need secondary pieces. It's saying they really need offensive line, which is interesting. So maybe something like a Quinn Mare, an underrated like building block type piece is really the pick here. Yeah, I think that definitely may be what we're doing here. So we're going to take offensive line, and we're going to take a versatile center type piece for that. The Titans, they need the same thing, actually. Could use a badass cornerback if that was available. Holland could go here. I like an Aaron Robinson to them, or Darius Washington. I think they let, right? One of their starting safeties go as well. Kind of strange. So let's do, what are we going to do here? We're going to do, just feel like I'm really having to dig to get that awesome lineman. What did we start with? Did we go edge or something funky? Yeah, we sure did. We took a badass edge player. So we go back to offense, or we take a cornerback? I think we take a cornerback. You can still run that offense straight through Derrick Henry. No issues, in my opinion. And I think they made a couple of nice little moves too. I'm not really sure. I feel like they're missing a couple things there. I like Aaron Robinson here, I think. It's probably what we're going to do. Wyatt Davis. Ooh, Jamin Davis is an absolute stud. What is he doing down here? Man, I feel like they messed up this rankings bit a little bit. It's really throwing me off. But we're going to take a new, potentially starting cornerback. I have my doubts about UCF, but everyone else seems to think they have great players, so maybe they do. I don't know. I just think it's kind of like that Boise State bullshit. Like, they're not top players. I don't care how much you like the school. They're just not. So anyway, I love you, Kellen Moore. You're my dog. D-Law, no disrespect. I mean, a little bit, but not really. Nah, he's the man. One time we were eating dinner, and the whole Dallas defense was eating at like Legacy West or whatever, and they got up to leave, and everybody's just like a jaw on the bottom of the table, right, at Fogo or wherever we were. And I ran out there like a little kindergartner, a little groupie. It's like, can I take my picture with y'all? And they were so cool, man. Crawford and D-Law and everybody it was the whole Hot Boys, basically. And they took a bunch of pictures of me and my wife. They were totally cool, man. So much love to the Dallas players. Cowboys are the bomb. Colts take... Man, I'll tell you, I love Pittman. Bro, he's got like a YouTube channel. I was like, who is this kid, man? Little YouTube star. And then he goes out on the field and just starts balling, bro. Kid was good. Where did he come out of, like UCLA or something? Shoot, man, the Trojans, right? Is that where he came from? Man, he looked like such a stud out there, dude. He's super tall, super fast, super hands. I mean, and he's got some skates. I mean, the dude is not a joke. He's the future of that franchise. I think Ty gets that 1-year deal, and they might be moving. They get a couple good guys going up, so I'm not super worried about that. I hope we didn't take a wide receiver. What did we do here? We must have taken a big man, right? Yeah, Walker Little shoring up the already excellent lines. They need another big dog pass rusher, so it may be like a Peyton Turner. Marvin Wilson. They could take a cornerback. There's a lot of just really good. This is a really good area where they can really bolster some area. They don't have any real huge weaknesses, like a Jabril Cox, out there with Leonard or something. I'm okay with that. Even a Richie Grant would fit out there somewhere pretty great. Um, they don't have. They only have one more pick in the fourth, though. So this pick does need to hit and it does need to count. They don't need a running back. I don't want to say I told you so, but Taylor is an absolute wrecking ball. More agile than he should be at that weight and size and physical. Oh my gosh, dude. I knew he was the best running back in the class, and nobody wanted to own that. He fell so far. That was such a score, and he's going to beast for 4 or 5 years, no question. In my opinion, absolute dog and an awesome guy. We got to make these picks, guys. What are we doing here? I have no idea. We're going to take this edge guy. I don't know why. Because that's the value, and that's what it's all about. Who's the most impactful year 1, year 2, year 3? Who's going to be putting in that work and getting it done for you? Pittsburgh needs more offensive line, probably. I don't know. Yeah, Wyatt Davis out of Ohio State's badass. We're going to do that. We took a tackle, right? I sure hope we took a tackle the first round. Did we? Yeah, we're good. Devin Jenkins, we didn't talk enough about him. I just picked him by default. He's an absolute stud out of Oklahoma State. Dude is a man. Seahawks, what are they doing? Where have they been? Oh yeah, they don't make first round picks. That's right. They need like a Jabril Cox, probably. They need offensive line, but it's not right now. They need corner, D-line. They need a little bit of everything. This is like a weird one where they would maybe go back to get some more picks in the top, in the third and fourth, honestly. I'm going to give them Jabril Cox because these people are just kind of stagnating my board. But let's keep it rolling. Yeah, let's see, like Cox to the Rams or something would be insane. I'm actually going to give them Javon Holland. I really like that. Linebacker, safety, hybrid / cornerback. He's going to be a great piece out there for the Rams. Kind of that West Coast, Oregon to Los Angeles. It just that's the pick. Ravens. We did give them a wide receiver, so we need to get them some meat and potatoes. I like a Marvin Wilson or a Jamin Davis for them. This is what happened. Like, they are sitting in weird spots, and I think they'll trade and move around on almost all of these picks after that first, I swear. But this is one where, like, let's see. Is Earl Thomas still playing, or is he in jail for something weird? Man, that was a weird situation, wasn't it? Very strange. No comment. No comment. What do we want to do here? All these safeties are just sitting here. It's really ridiculous. We need to get to the Cowboys, and we'll just take all of them, huh? We're actually not. We're going to keep pushing it down, too. I know you guys won't like that, but it's how it's going to be. How far are we? We're barely through the second round. I'm going to cut this off again, dude. This is insane. So, Baltimore Ravens need... I would love an edge rusher or something. I think Marvin... Oh, where did I go with this? I can't remember. And why do they need a tackle? What was the deal with Brown getting too big for his britches, bro? What does he think he's in the NBA? Where you get to just, walk out? Super wild. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm all about these players having some rights and some freedoms to be professionals and adults and, self-employed business owners to some extent. They're not children, and you can't tell them what to do. Honestly, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, there's so many good picks here. I think I'm gonna do maybe a Joe Triton to them would be like a good character fit. Somebody who would be super BA for them. I just don't see anybody else that I absolutely love for them. Marvin Wilson, obviously, I think is going to be insane and badass. Maybe we'll give him to the Ravens. That could work for me. They could use a Tyson Campbell. There's some good players here. What do we want to do for the Ravens? I wish I had some more Ravens fans to tell me how they're going to play this. I mean, we gave them a big wide receiver and don't have a lot of holes. I think you got to just backfill and get some depth on defense, but I don't know where you want to go. I would tell you the best person on this board is probably Jamin Davis, and he should have been gone a long-ass time ago, like in the 30s, 40s at the latest. But I don't know if they need that. They spent a lot on Queen, and he's really fast, and hopefully his processor catches up this second year, and he can just, play fast the way that he did in college, because I really, really loved watching him out there. LSU, no matter which player you were scouting and watching, you just ended up watching Patrick Queen in the middle. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I'm sick of this pick. I don't know what to do. I want to take the safeties off the board because they are in the way and stressing me out. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Baltimore Ravens can't win a Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson, or can they? I don't know. Oh, man. Marvin Wilson's a fast 300-plus pound man. Explodes into your freaking lap on every play. It's unreal. He's got Ravens written all over him. Oh, yeah, and I'm so glad that happened so that the Cleveland Browns can take Jamin Davis, an absolute stud. I love the Brownies. You guys know I'm all about that baked dog sizzle. Jaylene Phillips off the edge, opposite Myles Garrett. A big man. I would put a big man on their line as well. Oh, that's funny. That's what the freaking needs say. It's hilarious. But I just, at this point, it could have gone either way, right? I would have given him Jamin Davis. I would have given him Marlon Wilson. Either way, that's how it's going down. I love their front office the last 3 to 5. I mean, just the new, they get it. And that coach, and, the 1-2 punch running game, the Landry and the guys out there. You trade Odell Beckham Jr. for Kyle Pitts, and it's on, baby. It's on, baby. No, they have what they get? They got Kavanaugh's favorite guy, so underrated. Was it Harrison? The tight end out of Northern Atlantic or whatever, Harrison or something Harrison. So underused. He's just going to continue to thrive up there with Baker Mayfield, piecing them up. So good. Saints, they have just a phenomenal draft and setup here. I'm so happy with this. Yeah, they got the receiver right, and then the defensive pieces are all just still sitting here, right? So I love a Richie Grant to them. Looks right, the black and gold. Feel good about it. cornerback, linebacker. Oh no, this is got to be a Tyson Campbell pick. He shouldn't have fallen this far either. Really, really kind of the opposite, right? Pretty quick and technically sound. I'd say he's your, poor man's Patrick Surtain, and he could turn out to be damn well maybe as good, right? He's a little big and clunky, but like technically sound, and if he keeps at it, I think could be absolutely phenomenal on the highest level of ball. Man, will anybody take these safeties out of my way? So annoying. What do the Bills need? The Bills need a badass running back, and they need to learn how to actually run the football. So they will be getting the sleeper, maybe top running back of this class from North Carolina, Javonte Williams. Booyah! Take some pressure off of poor Josh Allen, man. I mean, can he do it all? Hell yeah, he can. He's a boss with a tiny little mustache, but he needs some help in that run game. You got to start grinding on these fools, leaning on your defense that's excellent, taking advantage of your cold weather location and just like leaning on fools. You shouldn't have to bomb it out. You can. Love me some Diggs, love me some Beasley. Thought Josh Brown was really going to open it up there. I don't know if he's healthy. He was never the same after those first few years in Arizona, but I digress. Give Allen a break, all right? Dude will carry you if he has to, but my goodness, he shouldn't have to. Now we're playing 17 effing games a year. We're going to need some, diversity in our play calling and strategy. Goodness gracious. So that's that. Let's go, Bills Mafia. Baby. Love it. Love everything that's happening up there. McDermott is an absolute badass. He flipped that thing on its head, and the dudes are soldiers. They're tough, they're fast, they're badass everywhere. Absolutely love it.